I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'm gonna do two poems for you guys tonight. Sorry. The first poem I'm gonna do was inspired by stories my older brother told to me about him, about the summers growing up in Chicago. This is called Windy City Swimming Pools. Windy City swimming pools, where niggas holster pistols in the nettings of their swimwear, where the super soakers they carry got a few hundred bodies underneath them. They can send spear gun projectiles to your noggin like bluefins in Atlantic oceans, my brother says. Those who have yet to learn to walk on water will be first catch of every summer day. You must only wade in such treacherous waters, because if you ever send a wave over, you will never swim the same. Windy City swimming pools, where niggas are just fishing to turn you and your homies into pool floaties, hurling cannonballs from pirate ships parked out in nearby alleyways, and bullets flying underwater like they somewhere in the Matrix. My brother mentioned that he ain't swam this good in a long time, and it was a pleasure to bear witness. But how unfortunate that in Windy City swimming pools, the worst fear you could ever have, the worst fear you would ever have would never be drowning. Thank you. All right, that was a little choppy. The next one I want to do is dedicated to a poet friend of mine who I met in my first job when I was first starting out poetry. And I was afraid to ask him to be my mentor. So I never ended up asking him to be my mentor, and he ended up passing away in 2019. So the 19th of this month made 6 years since he's been gone. So this is called a poem for Cosmas Chivendiri, My Hopes and Prayers for the Son of Zimbabwe. Kaya now, got to have Kaya now, for the rain is falling. More African than American, your poems were heard all the way in St. Thomas and in the deepest corners of the motherland. Zimbabwean to the death of you, plentiful like wildflowers bloom, born and bred like a rap or a poem or a scripture on a piece of paper. Yeah, I'm African, check my melanin, you's black and brilliant. Like being a father and a prophet wasn't enough. There was a glow to your soul and echo to your poems. I just couldn't fathom, where would you go, Cosmos? When your pen would hit paper and your African tongue confessed in a multitude of languages, when the echoes of your truth freed everyone around you, your art be powerful and undying. Crafted with those hands, God bless, young rapper, rocker junior, riffing bars to shoot ya. I remember your words shaped themselves into arrows and sent shots at the president of Zimbabwe, or the devil's footman as you called him. There was no fear in your heart, no hesitation to let your arrows fly like they eagles native to Africa. You were fearless. I remember we would trade poems like they were favors, indulging in similes and metaphors. I recall your heartbeat sounding like African beats and old school hip hop converging. I hope you're in a hip hop state of mind. I pray you're penning verses with Yahweh, spitting 16s with the ancestors of Shana, celebrating your victories, bonding through the African connection, telling stories about the time you promised to bring Shaka Zulu to the Grammys, dressed in the colors of your homeland, bathed in the spirit of your people, lover of hip hop. Piper of the cipher, you're the poet I've always aspired to be. I hope this poem paints a portrait for all to see. To the Zimbabwean man with the heart of the rarest gold, I salute you. I pray your family heals. I pray your poetry be your children's bedtime story. I pray your art continues to inspire here long after. I pray you are written a lifetime's worth and embedded into Shana history. These are my hopes and prayers for the son of Zimbabwe. This is a poem for Cosmas Chivendiri. Thank you.